was popping around from theater job to theater job until COVID hit, and then was kind of lost for a second while theater was dead in the world, and then came back to theater through education. For me personally, high school was a challenging time. It was a time in my life where I felt alone a lot, and I struggled to find adults who I felt safe with and cared for me. And so the moments this past year that I have really felt affirmed in my decision to be at Northrop, be in education, be in theater, are those moments where kids have chosen me as their trusted adult and open up to me about their bad days or their bad semesters, and shared with me personal things, and then I'm able to, step in and help in a real way, in a way that, I wish someone had stepped in for me. So those are the days where I'm like, okay, this is where I'm supposed to be. This is, work that is meaningful, and it's emotional whenever a kid opens up, because I know that that's scary. And I know that takes, uncomfortable feelings and courage, and I'm honored to be the person that they feel like they can share with, because all I want for my babies is for them to feel safe and loved and seen, and I'm happy I can provide that, at least in H104. When you teach, especially high school, the kids notice when you're off your game. So they just, how they are, the energy they bring to the room, the mindset that they're in, like they just expect your best. They expect your absolute most, and they hold me accountable when I'm not that way. And so it's definitely, for me, pushed me to show up in a real way and to spend that time making sure that what I'm bringing to the classroom is good, is exciting, is engaging, is interesting for them, and challenging them in a way that is going to keep them interested. And it definitely has pushed me to show up and be on my A game, because they are. More than just providing a place for kids to land, you are teaching like self-reliance in a way that I would struggle to find in other classes. I feel like theater puts you in a position where you have to share yourself with other people, living people in front of you that you can connect with. It takes you away from screens, it takes you away from being able to keep your head down, and it makes you engage with other humans who are in a room with you. And I feel like that's a skill that is sometimes hard to find in 2025. You're practicing what it means to be a compassionate person. You are growing empathy for others' stories, for people who, may not look like you or be like you. Kids connecting with each other. And a lot of those kids don't have a reason to connect with each other outside of that class. So it's a special thing to be a part of. To those who are looking to get into education, I would say show up as your authentic self. Kids know when you have a mask on. And for me, what has helped me grow connections with my kids in my classes, my kids in my program, and just kids in the hallway is like being my authentic self. Screaming, going crazy, jumping up and down in the hallway, giving high fives, calling them out on stuff. Like that is where I get the most response from students. And when I see them smiling or I see them like playing with me, is just when I'm being genuinely myself. And it's a freeing feeling, and I've never laughed more in a job than just with these kids in the hallway being ourselves.